block the back door with his car. We did talk to one witness who said that he got a little bit closer than he should have, and he did notice that there was a car in the back of the building, and he thought that authorities were using that as a way to protect themselves, but apparently that car is probably the suspect's vehicle. We understand that 2 people have been taken into custody, 2 men, Asian men, and we could surmise that they might be of Vietnamese descent, because we understand that an official from BCC, actually an assistant professor, was called in, and he speaks Vietnamese. He was called in to help translate what is going on. And once again, we do have the comment from Governor Patterson, and we'll go ahead and take that for you so you can listen.
With our Deputy Secretary for Environmental Protection, Judith Enck, and so many of you who are here today, we were able to accomplish a lot. The administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, Lisa Jackson, was delayed by flight, but will be here in just a few minutes, and is allowing us to start the program early to give Congressman Henchy and I a chance to get to Binghamton, where a terrible tragedy has occurred today. An individual went into an American Civic Services Center at 135 Front Street in Binghamton and has killed 12 or 13 people. This is a horrible situation. There's a lot of...
let's try and pump this up to where we can take you past more gun laws.
Other than the fact that lives have been lost, and there is absolutely no reason or excuse for this kind of shooting and brutal attack of innocent people right here in New York State. And so, on behalf of the residents of New York,
tragedy in New York,
and people around the world, we'd like to extend the prayers to the citizens of Binghamton and to the families who have been obviously traumatized by this event. And I'd like to ask for a moment of silence.
It is a tragedy that these people had to lose their lives, but
before we move to this
I just know the hidden agenda behind what they're going to try and do with
that is a statement
with these shootings that's going on.
Obviously, he was getting ready to do a news conference on another issue, which we will be bringing you.
Circumstances. It's extremely extraordinary and a deep, deep tragedy for all of the people who have been shot and killed, and of course for all of their families. And I am very grateful to Governor Patterson for the immediate attention that he is focusing on this tragedy and the kinds of things that need to be done to help alleviate it. The city of Binghamton is a very beautiful, historic part of this great state of New York. And this tragedy is something that needs attention. And I very much appreciate what the governor is doing, and I very much appreciate the opportunity to be moving to Binghamton very shortly, within a short period of time, to engage ourselves directly in the circumstances there. Governor, thank you very much.
Thank you. Also, Senator Tom Livis, who is in session in Albany in the New York State Senate, will accompany us on our trip to Binghamton. It's always a pleasure to be here at the Albany Museum of History and Art. We have a number of events here, but just to walk through here and see the...
All right, the governor of New York there. You also heard Congressman Maurice Henchy. It's his district where the shooting has taken place. You heard the governor there also say that he believes that 12 people are dead in that shooting. We are also now getting reports from WBNG there out of Binghamton that a gunman is dead. So we had reported earlier 2 Asian males being brought out in plastic constraints, along with some other people being escorted out of that building. There was confusion to whether they were the gunmen or not. And now we are getting word through one of our affiliates, they are reporting a gunman is dead. So slowly but surely, we're getting bits of information here. If you're just tuning in, what has happened, it started at 10:30 a.m. this morning. It's been going on for a number of hours. It's almost 3 o'clock Eastern time. It all started here at the American Civic Association. We had reports of a young Asian male, possibly in his 20s, opening fire there, and we confirmed 4 people had been killed. Now we are getting reports, and the governor of New York coming forward saying he believes in that number of 12 people now have died in this hostage situation. Possibly still inside that building, 40 hostages. We cannot confirm whether or not they have all been cleared out of that building. Still getting gleaning information. The SWAT team is there, the FBI is there, local law enforcement. They're all participating on what has been a horrible day in Binghamton,
Still going to be
New York.
interesting.
We're going to continue our coverage. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have more right after this.
Guard or reserve unit or military forces.
Every year, millions of Americans face disaster. That's why we created the Tide